QST, QST. This is Sam, being net control this evening for the 2-meter SPARC Radio Club on Simplex. We'll be working off of SPARC 1.
Can you hear me, Randy?
And ready for any earlies for check-ins. If so,
I hear you.
Please come with your call. KS6 and me.
I'm here.
Cool. Can you hear me?
N6HR.
I can hear you.
Good, good, good.
N6HR, man, I gotta put new speakers in this radio now since you clocked in. You so darn loud out there. All right, we got you checked in, Ken. Go over there and give those guys a bad time now, will you?
He didn't ask for
I'll
a
do
check-in.
that. Okay, you're sounding good down this way. You're in the alternate EOC?
Yeah, it looks like everything's fine.
Yeah, Mike called me earlier today and we decided to come down here.
Okay, you're sounding good. Okay, Sam, thank you much. Catch you tomorrow. N6HR.
I don't know what happened with Jeff.
Copy that, N6HR, KS6 and ME monitoring.
Who else should I send the email to? Who else do I have their email address?
Ken, are you still there? Oh, well, I couldn't beat him up for getting an early check-in and checking out. K6RJA, back to net control.
SPARC amateur.
Sam.
Now I just got Jeff's link.
Oh, you got it from Jeff? Okay, good. Thanks. I was about ready to start sending it to other people. I was giving up on Jeff. Oh, how bad of me. Oh, I'm all blurry. I don't know why. Oh, my God, dirty lens, maybe. It's just blurry. It's weird. Here's Jeff. Jeff is connecting.
Jeff is coming.
I'll get my seat better there.
Oh, it's hot out here. I gotta go get me some water. I'll be back.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. Go for it.
I ain't gotta track any of this, so I can just goof off tonight. I like that.
KS6.
Yeah, that's the way I feel too. I hate it when I have to keep track. Or even do the net.
Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes, I hear you, Jeff.
Yeah, good.
Don't see you yet, but we hear you.
Aha.
There, something happened. Oh, Jeff Burris.
Yeah, I got to pull the
Pull
cord
the cable and plug it back in. Very weird.
This is WA6 UIJ monitoring. Got a good copy on there, Mike. Sounding mighty fine. Hey, Sam, you're
There he is.
clear?
There we are.
Are you at the
Alternate
EOC?
EOC.
Alternate EOC? That's where Mike and I are for this evening, yes. That way we can run everything from right here and check it out again. Excellent. All right, well, looking forward to hearing you on all bands. KS6NME, WA6 UIJ. Copy that, net control, clear, monitoring.
Echoes, echoes, and echoes.
Okay.
There's Randy's back.
I'm back.
Are you tuned up on 75 meters right now?
That's the property, UIJ.
Okay,
Let me get a signal report from you there. I'm running about, I think I'll be running about 50 watts. Just want to see how it sounds to you. Copy that. We'll be ready. Control clear.
How do you do, Jeff?
Good, Randy. How you doing?
I'm still kicking, by golly.
Are you? Good, good.
UIJ.
He's 30 over here.
Running about 50 watts right now.
I should put up my virtual background.
Copy good, like you're getting in here.
Oh, actually, it's virtually a background. It's not a virtual background.
Cool, cool.
The quality of the voice.
His physical background is better than any virtual background.
Excellent. 1 bar away.
Is anybody into woodworking?
Well, I've got you there about 10 over.
Not really. I wish I had the room.
So looks like 50 watts is working for me here.
Oh, I would just
Yes,
picked
sir,
up
you're
some
doing a mighty fine
black
job.
walnut.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Copy.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, this is WA6.
I would-
We have a woodworking shop here in Sun Lakes.
All right, D1.
You do?
Yeah, it's like part of their art group. They have like they have all kinds of stuff. They got woodworking and
Really?
I don't know how heavy duty it is, but
You should take advantage of it, but then you'd have to put up with all the old guys.
I know some people here, like Bill Chova, who has got his garage looks like a woodworking shop. I mean, and another friend down here by Jeff, right next to Jeff. His next door, not his next door neighbor, but one down is George, and he's got a garage that looks like a woodworking shop. So
yeah, I enjoy it. I have a bunch of woodworking equipment here. It's actually behind this wall, but my son's been coming over working on a project too. He enjoys it.
that's cool.
But
I took that stuff in high school. I took auto shop, took metal shop and woodworking and all that stuff. 2 years of auto shop even. I really enjoyed that stuff.
yeah, I really enjoyed metal. I took woodworking. I took metal shop. I didn't take auto. I knew what I was doing there already. With my dad.
So did I, because I was just into it. But I had friends that were like my friend had like 3 years. He took 3 years of auto shop. He ended up becoming an auto mechanic. Got certified before he was outside, done with high school. He got his ASP, whatever they call that. It was like the second year. Yeah, it was like the second year they had the certification too. It was very new. It's like 76, 77, something like that.
Yeah, I never even realized that they had those that early.
Yeah, it just, like I say, I think it had just started. I can remember that. It was pretty new. Turn up my squelch.
Yeah, we still got a few minutes.
Now I'm going to turn off the HF. I don't need the scratch in the background. That's annoying.
There's been a noise.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while. It's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
why am I listening to the...
In the morning, I get on the rag shoe, the 75-meter rag shoe, and I got the little jaw bra on, and I'm outside on the back patio, right?
Yeah.
So then I sign off, and I shut the radio off. I'm walking around, and I realize I still have the headset on. Talk about looking like an idiot.
A man from Mars or something.
Well, I do have this battery backup system all set up. I have one piece coming that I've got to. It's the protector. So if the battery drops in voltage, it'll shut it off before it drops too low.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And but the problem is that I got a whole bunch of little meters and stuff hooked to the terminal strip. And when I shut off the power supply, the battery jumps in and starts powering up all that stuff. So I contacted them. I send them their tech support and asked them. I said, do you use a battery disconnect in between those?
Mm-hmm.
And they never replied. I bought a battery disconnect switch, so I think I'm just going to put that in line. And so once it's charged up, I'll just shut the battery off.
Okay.
And then just charge it up every, turn it on and charge it up every once in a while.
Yeah, that's probably the safest thing to do.
Or else it'll just keep running the battery down. I mean, they're all LED lights; they'll last forever. But it's the thought that when I need them, it'll be, won't have it.
I've got UPS for my computers and my router and all my server and all this other stuff. I actually have two of them, and because I've another Wi-Fi extension and stuff in another room, and it's still not enough though, because if the power goes out, my fiber will go down because I don't have any way of operating the fiber box in the garage. But it's 12 volts, so I'm thinking I might just hook up my own UPS for I make my own UPS.
Yeah, why not?
You guys doing anything with the Great Shakeout tomorrow?
No, I'm not participating.
I'm going to be busy.
My car is kind of the one that's legal to drive. I can't really drive.
Come with your call.
Yeah, I'm going to be over at the medical clinic on South Highland Springs. They call it Loma Linda now, I guess.
There you go. I know
Yes, there you
Ken
go.
was going to plan on participating down there.
I might go get on the, if I'm not busy, I'll get on the radio here, maybe at home. But I can't really go anywhere.
How come?
Because my car's not really running right. The one car that I can legally drive on the street.
Oh, so you got the other one in.
Which is
in
the one I drove down. The other one's the one I drove to your house.
Okay.
I can't get it to pass smog.
Well, if you need a lift, let me know.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Jeff.
Yeah.
I got parts for my brother's car, but I'm in the. It's like
Hang on
it's
for
too
a second.
hot. I'm gonna try to fix it myself, but I'm probably just being optimistic. It's a silly thing. The car's got. It's got just probably 2 miles of vacuum hose on a 4-cylinder engine.
Huh.
You know, it's just the year that Honda decided the majority of stuff under the hood needs to be running with vacuum. I have no idea why they did that, but so it's got this big box. It's got hoses, just like dozens of vacuum hoses plugging into it, and of course that box is what I have to open in order to replace the part that's in there. And it's like it's just like daunting in a way.
Huh.
So I don't know. I may not fix it myself. I may end up sending it to a repair shop or something.
Who's Randy talking to? Is that his son?
Yeah, I don't know.
They were getting the tiles fixed on our front porch. Really
Oh, I
nice.
saw yours were loose. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, guy's doing a great job.
Oh, cool.
Got them all in. He's going to grout them tomorrow.
Our bug guy came today.
Oh, yeah?
We were worried about him because we hadn't heard from him for a long time. He says he came to the door and nobody answered. It's like, well, this was like 4 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And then we said, well, you should call anyway, you know. And so he came today and sprayed around our house. But we haven't had any bugs anyway, so it works.
Yeah.
Having a bug guy really does work.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, my brother leaves stuff out all the time. It's just no bugs. Never see an ant ever anywhere. That's weird.
Hmm.
It's kind of nice. It's worth the luxury.
I'm sorry, guys. I was interrupted.
It's cool.
Is that your son?
Yeah. Here,
Okay.
come on over here, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
He's working on a cutting board.
Oh, look at there. Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Anyhow,
Cool.
that's been his project for the last couple of days.
Multi-ward.
Oh, that's great.
So he's over here goofing off with it
Hmm.
Cool.
instead of caulking my bathroom. I know that was a stab. You probably can't get to it now.
Somebody's got alarms.
Or
going
I'm
on.
just teasing Tom.
Oh,
Giving him a hard time.
1830.
It's 18:30. Sam's up.
Uh-oh, here it is.
I'm gonna
Time's
mute you
up.
guys. I'm gonna mute you guys.
Okay,
Or
good
figure
idea.
out how anyway.
QST, QST, QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. This is Sam, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. I will be working as net control this evening from the alternate EOC here in Banning. Although this is a directed net, any stations with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informal net for the San Gorgonio Pass and cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and the surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org.
That's maximize.
Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. Now for any announcements. Mr. President, do you have any announcements?
I can't think of anything, Sam. Sorry, KD6ZJZ.
Copy that. Does anybody else have any announcements for the group? If so, please come with your call sign.
K6RJA.
RJA, come with your call sign. Again, no, don't have to come with your call sign. Go ahead with your announcement, sir.
There is a Zoom meeting in progress for this net and the others, and it runs all the way through to the end of the HF net. And if everybody would look on their computer in the emails, Jeff had sent out a link. Click on that link and kapow, you're in this fun-filled world of Zoom. So back to net control. Thank you, Sam.
And on our
Copy that. Did
our net telecast.
Scott make it yet?
Scotty hasn't made it yet. We have our Mr. Illustrious President and our Secretary there, though. And I, K6RJA.
Well, copy that. Let's hope you get some more now. All right. Do we have any other stations?
KJ6NRR.
Well, come across there, Pete. What's going on?
Okay, we have the VE exam coming up
Oh yeah.
next week, not this week, the 24th, and I could use one more VE examiner. We have 3, but I'd like to have 4. So if anybody who has a VE license could contact me and volunteer, I sure would appreciate it. Back to you, Sam.
Well, that's good. Let's hope we find one for you for sure. Okay. Any other announcements? Go ahead there, Mr. Secretary.
How come I can't hear Jeff?
Copy that. Got it. Seeing if Steve wanted to make an announcement on that.
Where
All
is-
right, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. KS6 NME.
I couldn't hear Jeff. That was so weird.
Any other announcements? Please come with your call.
Net control, this is WA6UIJ.
Yeah, UIJ, go ahead.
Yes, did KB6CA have an announcement?
Yes, but I think he made it, now that I'm looking at the radio, he made it on Mountain Edna. He was reminding about the shakeout tomorrow starting at 10:15. And if anybody would like to participate that's not already participating, if they would get a hold of Steve, AJ6LN, who's going to be the control for that. KS6 NME, net control.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I didn't hear him on SPARC 1, so he must have been on another frequency.
I have some traffic for Pete.
Go ahead, traffic seeker.
Go ahead.
Hey, Pete, I might try to attend that your VE testing. I'm an accredited VE tester, but I've never participated in one. So if I'm not a burden, I would like to join in.
No burden at all. We'd love to have you. So come on down. If you could come around 8:30 on Saturday at Building C behind San Gorgonio Hospital.
I will try to be there. If I'm a few minutes late, would it be a problem?
No, not at all.
Okay, that'd be fantastic. I'll get there as soon as I can, sir, and I think I'm going to enjoy that.
Okay, thank you.
Back to net control.
All right, thank you. Any more announcements? Please come. Well, hearing none, I guess it's time for the 2-meter roll call. If net does not respond, a relay would be greatly appreciated so that we can get everybody accounted for and know that we can also practice our relay work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start at the top of the list, and we'll start with Joe, N6AGB. Are you there, Joe? Beautiful audio and about 80% on the scale. Mighty fine job there. Mr. Secretary is over here doing some mesh work, so I'm going to give him credit being here. He's going to do 220 and HF later on. How about my old friend KF6BWH Dick?
Good evening, Sam and the net. This is Dick, KF6BWH, but no traffic.
All right, mighty fine signal there. No problem at all. Let's see, moving on down the list to Mr. Secretary, sir. KB6CA.
Why, Sam, thanks for doing the net tonight, and thank you, Mike, for alerting me to the fact that, as usual, I was on the wrong net, or wrong frequency. So, anyway, back to net control.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Good signal and beautiful audio. How about D2, W6EJM? Ed. No response. I don't see him walking his dog, so he must not be doing that now. How about our old visitor, Gene?
Old visitor.
K6EMF.
New member,
Gene?
old visitor.
Good evening, Sam. Good evening to the net. This is Gene, K6EMF from Beaumont. Please don't forget to catch me on Keller Peak on Friday nights at 7:30. I have no traffic, well, except for that. Back to net control.
Copy that. You should have jumped in there and made an announcement. Everybody could have taken notes on that. Thanks, Ed. Will do. Let's see. Let's all now then we go over to East Hemet, KN6EMT, ED.
This is KN6EMT, ED in East Hemet. No traffic, back to net control.
I heard Edie.
Mighty fine job. Beautiful audio and full scale on the carrier on that. Mighty fine job. All right. How about, let's see, Joe's probably still busy taking care of business here. KK6FYE, Joe?
I need to get my antenna up
Well, I
off
told
the
him
ground.
I'd give him early across the board if he couldn't make it. No problem with that. How about the voice of San Gorgonio Pass? W6GRH, George. No George at all. N6HR Ken, he had an early across the board. And let's see, next one would be AJ6LN Steve.
Good evening, Sam. I am just pulled into the drive on frequency 2. I was somehow thought this was the third Wednesday, and no, it's not. Anyway, we've picked up another participant, DJ. You will be at the Banning EOC.
Okay, nothing heard from AJ6LN.
Relay.
Go ahead, relay.
Sam, Steve was in there. He commented that they picked up another person, a DJ, for the shakeout, I guess, tomorrow. But he was loud and clear over here.
He heard him too.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you. Greatly appreciated
Wow, I
on
couldn't
that.
hear
Give
that.
give him a check-in for sure. I heard some little static in there,
Wow,
but
that's weird.
that was about all I could get.
Wow.
All right. How
heard him
about
pretty good.
out of the plantation now? KE6MAE, Larry.
Oh, good evening, Sam, and everybody in the net. KE6MAE, and give me a check-in across the board because I have something else I need to go do. KE6MAE, back to net.
All right, Larry, we can take care of that for you across the board. A little scratchy, but I was able to understand, which is, for me, that's excellent. How about Dwight now? KD6MLS, Dwight?
This is KD6MLS, no traffic, back to net control.
Full scale, beautiful audio on that, Dwight. Let's see, next is Sam, a net controller. Okay, got that checked in. Let's go to the old treasurer there himself. KJ6NRR, VE Chairman, Pete.
Hello, Sam. This is Pete, KJ6NRR, checking in. No traffic, back to you.
Good. Full scale and beautiful audio on that. Going right along with the deal. Let's go out to Whitewater now and see if we can pick up the old used junk guy. WB6OUJ, Dave. No Dave, darn. Maybe he'll catch up with us later. How about the guy right across the parking lot from where I'm at here? the old Vice President, KF6POG, John.
This is John, KF6POG, with emphasis on the old, but thanks for calling me. KF6POG.
Well, as long as I got a couple of more days on you, I can get away with it. Somebody else could get themselves really in trouble. All right, thank you, John. Of course, full scale, beautiful audio. Father Ron now, KA6QGR. Ron? Nothing heard. How about Jersey-made Wrangler himself? K6RJA, Randy.
Well, howdy do, Sam, and I am here, K6RJA, and you know, I have absolutely no traffic, so back to net control.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Usually you got a bucket load or two in there going at that. All right, moving on down the list now, KM6RRS. Michael, are you there this evening?
Yes, I am. This is KM6RRS, Michael, in Sun Lakes here, and I did want to thank Jeff for that article on the Bofangs. I thought that was very interesting. I actually have a couple of those sitting in my toy box along with my Yaesu, and it's good to know that those things actually can be of some use. Back to you.
Oh, that they can, Michael, well, take care, good signal, and beautiful audio on that also. How about our Director-at-Large, KD6UUS, DJ? Nothing heard from DJ. He's probably doing paperwork then. How about Mr. Councilman, sir? KM6UWI, Ed, out of Calamasa.
Well, good evening, Sam, and the rest of the group. KM6UWI, Ed, in Calamasa. Back to net control.
Beautiful audio and full scale on that, Ed, doing a good job. How about the lovely voice out of Sun Lakes? WA6WFV, Tina.
That should be me, Tina, WA6WFV.
Right along with the rest, Tina, full scale and beautiful audio. Yours is better than everybody else. Flip, the old XVP, K6WN. Flip, you around tonight?
I'm always around. Good evening, Sam and the net. This is Flip, K6WM, and nice job, Sam, as you always do. And a special thanks to Jeff, our illustrious secretary, for picking up my web net duties last Wednesday as I was up in San Luis Obispo. So thank you, Jeff. We appreciate that. No traffic. Back to you, Sam, K6WM.
All right, Flip, thank you very much. And, of course, good signal, good audio on that. How about my friend on Upper Beaumont there, KI6WOD, Scott?
KB6CA.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Sam, first, thanks, Flip. And I think you skipped over Ron, KG6SOI, and Earl out there in Hammett, KM6SPY.
Copy that. All right, let's let me back up again. Thank you. Keep an eye on me for that. KM6SPY, Earl. I had to talk with him earlier today.
Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Papa Yankee, Earl East Hammett. No traffic, back to net control.
Very good. Were you able to get home okay with that bad traffic here in town?
QSL.
All right, all right. Going across the street up north now to the Mighty Fine Trailer Park, KG6SOI, Ron.
Hey, good evening, Sam and the net. This is Ron, KG6SOI. Don't worry, Sam, I was going to catch you.
Well, I need it, that's for sure. I don't know what the heck happened there. But anyway, let's see. Scott, how about Mr. President? I've already got him checked in because I talked to him. KD6ZJZ, Dave.
Good evening, Sam. You're doing a wonderful job. Thanks for manning the alternate EOC today. And no other traffic, KD6ZJZ.
Copy that. How How about LD1? Oh, you know why I went by Mike? Because I'd already talked to him. WA6 UIJ. Mr. Cartman, sir.
Hey, good evening again, Sam. Yep, this is LD1, Mike, WA6 UIJ, and thank you for doing the net this evening. Back to net control.
Copy that. Thank you, thank you. Now then, it's time for any late or missed. Do we have any late or missed members of the SPARC Radio Club? If so, please come in your call. Well, hearing none, I'll move on down to the visitors then. W6OH Mario out of Hammond.
Mario. I didn't hear him.
Negative copy on Mario. How about Ed now? KI6ADQ. Are you there, Ed? Doing a good job. Almost full scale and good audio on that. Mighty fine job out of there. All right. Do we have any other members that would like to check into our weekly net on 2 meters? If so, please come with your call. Well, this completes the 2 meter roll call. Do we have any more? One more chance for late or missed members. Please come with your call. This is Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo, operating out of the alternate EOC this evening for ID. Does anyone have any further traffic to bring before the group? We had quite a bit of it tonight. San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of each month at the Beaumont City Hall, Room 2. I got to call and check on that, see if they're opened up yet, what they might have planning up for us. All members are urged to check each week for updates of club activities. Please check your emails and visit our website at w6prc.org. Thanks to all who checked in this evening. This is Sam, Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo. Please stand by for the informal Form 40 Simplex net. Let's see, that is on 447.080. I gave you the wrong one. I don't have that figure in front of me. I know where it is on my radio though. So anyway, that will start at approximately 1900 hours. All right. KI6NME will return the frequency back to normal use at their approximately of 18 hours and 50 minutes. KI6NME clear.
446.520 megahertz. KD6ZJZ. KD6ZJZ testing.
YJ, Dave, you're loud and clear.
Thanks, Mike. I got a mic tangle problem here, where your mic cord gets tangled. Anyway, thanks, Mike. KD6ZJZ.
You bet.
I hate it when that happens. Oh, I got to turn up the sound.
Is that I might as well mark down the names of the check-ins because I got nothing else to do waiting while I'm waiting for the net.
Well, I thought you were going to relax. Okay, I'm going to go refresh my ice water.
Everybody just left me, and you're muted.
I'll be back in just a minute, ready?
I feel lonely.
Yeah. Got my Brewing Network T-shirt on. This is a hop grenade. I have not been in the Army. Every time I wear this in
you're
public.
Muted.
Can you? Oh, I'm muted. No, I'm not.
You're muted.
No, I'm not. You can't hear me, really?
No, you're not muted. I have my.
Okay,
speaker
there
on.
you go. Okay. I was explaining this. I wear this in public, and people think I'm in the Army. But I bought this about 10 years ago when I started homebrewing beer, and that's a hop grenade.
Yeah.
And it's the Brewing Network Army. Many of the tricks of the trade I learned online, watching many of their podcasts.
Yes. And they're mistaken that for an Army uniform.
Yes, well, they says Army, and it's really, you see the Army, and somebody said one time, thanks for your service or something. I'm like, don't thank me, man. I wasn't in the Army. And then I had to explain the shirt, and it's like, maybe I just won't wear this in public anymore. And now, like I say, you can tell by looking at it.
Yeah.
It's at least 10 years old. I think it might even be older. It might have been 2009 when I bought this shirt.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Seems like yesterday.
Well, yeah.
Time starts to fly, just a certain age. It's just weird. Anyway. I should have put my SPARC shirts on, I guess, my SPARC shirt.
Yeah, beneficial.
My 3D printer broke this morning, so I'm kind of in an angry mood.
Oh, my.
And
That's not good.
It was the board that I could return to Amazon up until October 8th. And it feels like 3 or 4 days after
no.
its return date. It's like,
no.
And so, I emailed the characters. They haven't responded yet. I'm just like, this is frustrating. The thing's like $30. I just bought another one.
EOC monitoring.
From a different company, by the way. Hoping it might be a little bit more reliable.
Yeah.
The same features.
Oh. Now, this is the board or the printer?
It's just the control board for the printer.
Oh, okay.
They're incredibly common because it's the most common 3D printer you can own, practically. Creality Ender 3 Pro. That's what I have.
Yeah, I'm really not familiar with them. I see them pretty reasonable out there nowadays.
I really get a kick out of it. I have to admit, I love the idea of being able to make something and just make it.
A picture.
It's just so cool. And I've really learned how to use what's it called? Tinkercad. Tinkercad. I think it's called Tinkercad. Which is like their online, Tinkercad. It's like online CAD software that really works, and it's like super easy to use. Very impressed. I think it's Autodesk. It is Autodesk.
Is it Autodesk?
Yeah, Tinkercad.
Yeah, because Autodesk, well, of course, Autodesk has the AutoCAD.
Yes.
And they have Inventor also,
right.
Which is a very powerful modeling program. It's pretty awesome. It's basically like SolidWorks.
Right. And there's one that everybody uses because they were giving away licenses for a long time. Now they're not. It's more restrictive.
Well, yeah. In the beginning, AutoCAD actually it was a free program for about the first 5 years.
Yeah. They had a free version.
Single user. Then they started. When everybody got hooked on it.
Right.
Oh, there he is. There's the rigid bootlegger. That's why they made the law.
Hey, Flip.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Did you shave or something? You look different.
Who, me? Wait a minute. Can you hear my video or my audio?
Yeah, we can hear you okay. I hear a little bit of weird whistle, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So how's your trip up to Morro Bay?
Actually, it was very good. A little long drive, but it was pretty nice. It's quite cold up there right now.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah, I mean that ocean air and the dampness and everything. It was a little colder than we expected. You know. Thanks for doing the net last week, though.
Oh, sure.
Jeff, that was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
You working any DX at all?
I got European Russia last night and New Jersey, just those two. I hadn't been on there that much.
New Jersey is DX. There's no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
right. Yeah, they talk a different language, New Jersey.
I know it. I got a new coil from my supplier today, and supposedly it's supposed to handle a full legal limit. So I'm going to test it up with about 600 watts. But I think yours is okay as long as we don't have 102 or 103 degree temperatures. So I think everything's fine.
It happens all the time here, though.
What's that?
102 degree temperatures.
Yeah, but
just don't talk during the day.
Yeah, right. No, it's okay.
There's no it's really dawn and dusk anyways.
But I think if you want to do on that coil, Jeff, if you want to do over 400 or 500 watts, I would say 500 or 600. You should probably have the heavy duty coil, but the high power coil. But the one you've got now, I have the same one. It hasn't done anything wrong, and I'm feeding it with 500 CW and 600 sideband, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, I've just been 300, maybe a little bit over.
Yeah, you can go 400, 450 right now, no problem.
Okay.
If you want to do that. I mean, it's always fun to go blast these guys a little bit.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at how they can hear me now.
Yeah, it works. It works.
I always wanted a radio where the lights dim.
Hey, but you know what? I solved that problem. Believe it or not, my AC power here in Sun Lakes, when all the air conditioners are on by everybody, it drops way down to like 114, 113, and so forth. So I solved the problem. I went and got a Variac, and I kick it right back up to 120, and I get full 600 watts all the time.
I think it's allowed to drop to 115 anyway.
Yeah, it's like 10% or 12% that they allow. Yeah, no biggie. But it works.
It used to be high. Years ago, it was high here.
Yeah.
It was like over 120 for a while.
There's a lot of places around the country that are still working on 110, 110. Yeah. It's weird.
We have problems with more problems with water here in Sun Lakes. The water main breaks up the street about twice a month.
There we go, guys.
Is that right?
Sam, you 6 November Mike Echo.
What's with
at
that?
the alternate EOC here in Banning. It is now time for the 440 extremely informal net. And I will be starting working off of the 2-meter net, going from there for those that responded. So if anybody hears anything that I haven't heard, please say relay and we'll get them checked in. All right, starting off at the top of the list is N6AGB Joe. That you, Joe, come back. All right, let's go now to Mr. Secretary. He is here. Now, Mr. Treasurer, he is here, Mike, KK6BUW.
Did he get Joe
Dick doesn't normally do this. How about our Secretary now, Jeff? It is XCA. Jeff.
Jeff, KB6CA. Thanks, Sam, for doing the 440 net.
Mighty fine signal, mighty fine on the audio also, Jeff. Good job. Okay, let's move on down to Gene out of Beaumont. K6EMF. Gene. Give contact. Oh, let's reach way out over the hill now. Go over to East Hemet. See if Edie's available. KN6EMT. Edie? wonderful voice on that, and about half scale on the audio. Doing a mighty fine job from there, Edie. Oh, let's see. Joe had an early. George isn't talking to us tonight. Oh, that's where I'm off one. And let's go down to Ken. He doesn't do it. Steve now, AJ6LN. Are you there? It's your 7/8 scale. Beautiful audio, Steve. Very good. All right. Below Steve now, we will go to... Hold on a minute. Yeah, Larry was an early. And Dwight wasn't there? Are you there, Dwight? KD6 MLS, Dwight? The difference. Net controller Sam, that is I. Below that is Dave out of Whitewater. Are you there, Dave?
Old used junk.
All right, let's go for the guy across the park from the parking lot here. KF6POG, John.
Couldn't hear John either.
Nothing heard from John. How about to the ex-treasurer, KJ6NRR, Pete?
Flip IB's here, Sam. Thank you for doing the net. No traffic, back to you.
You're doing a mighty fine job. Beautiful audio and full scale coming out of Four Seasons here. Let's see, nothing from POG. Let's see, how about the Wrangler himself, Randy? K6, RJA.
Net, Sam, 2 in a row. You getting points for this all over the place. Anyhow, it's K6RJA, and no traffic yet. Back to net control.
I'd have got you offsides. You jumped a little bit because I changed the count on you.
Because he's slow and awkward.
Michael out of Sun Lakes now, KM6RRS. Michael? My pleasure, my pleasure. You're doing a mighty fine job. Full scale and beautiful audio there. How about across the street, the watchdog for the alternate EOC? KJ6SOI, Ron.
Good evening, Sam and the net. Doing a good job there, Sam. Thanks for calling the net. This is Ron, KG6SOI.
All right, we're going to go ahead and give you what we got you on the deal. We'll give you a early on 220, just because you're a good guy, that's why. All right, let's go back over to East Hemet again and see if Earl is there. KM6SPY. Earl?
I can't hear anybody.
Half scale and a wonderful job on the audio there. You got those antennas working good for you there. D1 now. Let's go with Mike, WA6UIJ.
Good evening again, Sam. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. Again, thanks for doing the net. No further traffic, back to net control.
Copy that. Beautiful, full scale, and audio is 82. Out of Calamasa now, Mr. Councilman, sir, KM6UWI, Ed.
KM6UWI, Ed, Calamasa. Back to net control.
Just a tad under half scale, but the audio was there. No trouble on a copy for you at all. Now to the wonderful voice out of Sun Lakes, WA6WFV, Tina. I feel heartbroken here. Flip doesn't do that. Scott wasn't online. Mr. President, sir, KD6ZJZ, Dave.
Hello, Sam. Thanks for doing the net. And my radio's not doing real well. I can hear about half of the people. Anyway, back to net control, KD6ZJZ.
All right, copy that. You're doing good into here, though. Mighty fine job, sir.
I think it's the antenna.
Now, do we have any late or missed late or missed members for the SPARC for the 440 net? If so, please come with your call. Hearing none, move out to the one visitor that we had, my friend, KI6ADQ, Ed, out of Hammond. Hardly anything on the scale, but the audio was excellent. Good copy on you, Ed. Thank you. Do we have any late or missed members and or visitors that would like to check into the extremely informal 440 net for the SPARC Amateur Radio Club? Does anybody have any traffic they'd like to bring? Well then, hearing none, we will go ahead and close the net and return the frequency to normal use, because everybody knows we're not normal, well, at least I'm not, at 19 hours and 8 minutes. Alternate EOC, KI6 enemy clear.
All right, got the audio back up for Zoom. Zoom's up. Time to switch to 220.
Hey, Randy.
Well, howdy do, Flip.
Same old stuff, you know. You're out in the garage. Do you have it roped off for air conditioning and heating or anything?
No, I have these very high-tech little, hang on. There's one of them.
Oh, okay.
There's the other one.
I got you.
They're little teeny water coolers that don't work worth a crap.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, during the summertime, I'm thinking about closing off a piece of the garage.
So, Flip.
And, yeah.
Oh, I got a question for you.
Go.
I saw that's the retractable gear Cessna behind you before. Is that, which model RG is that?
That is a Cessna Turbo 210.
210, oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
And
those have a great range and fast. They're fast and everything.
Yeah, they're a good 175 knots, which is 200 miles an hour. They'll haul 900 pounds of people with full fuel at 90 gallons.
Yeah.
I've owned 3 of those.
Wow.
And 3 pressurized 210s, the same airplane but only pressurized.
Cool.
And I use that one for going back and forth to San Quintin, Mexico, and into Orange County, and it was really nice to go back and forth. It's a great airplane. It's really a well built and very solid platform to fly both instruments and VFR and whatever else. It was very nice.
What kind of altitude can you achieve with the pressurized?
With the pressurized, it's basically limited to 25,000 because the pressurization ratio is only at 25,000. The cabin's at 12.5, which that's the max altitude.
That's about as high as you want to go, yeah.
Well, that's the max altitude you can go for 30 minutes without oxygen. So that's why they stop it. It'll go higher. If you put on oxygen, you're in great shape. It'll go up to 30,000.
So it's 12.5 is the limit for needing oxygen? Yeah.
In fact, if you're part of the crew, if you're above 12.5 for more than 30 minutes, you have to wear an oxygen mask if part of the crew. It doesn't tell you anything about the passengers sleeping, but...
they can just sleep it off.
Yeah. And it's interesting to note the military. It's interesting to know in the military, when I was in the Army, 10,000 is the limit that they put on it, and the Air Force also uses 10,000.
Is that it?
Yeah, I heard, that's why I was wondering, because I heard 10,000 before.
Yeah, but the FAA says it's 12.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel a little lightheaded when I go up to Big Bear, so that's probably...
Yeah, no kidding. It's true.
I know.
I think it's DW monitoring. I get lightheaded when I put on fluffy socks.
It's true. You know, at our age, as we get older, that altitude comes down, man. It comes way down.
We got...
Yeah, after my heart thing, me and my wife went up to Big Bear, and I just walked up and down a couple of streets, man, and I was done.
Yeah.
I do that now, Randy, and I'm supposedly in shape.
Hey, Cliff.
Yeah.
On 3945, again, what are the settings? I just can't get them.
Oh, okay. Hold on. 3945. Hold on. Let me get my sheet. Hold on.
I've got it written down, but it doesn't make any sense. I've got C1-B, and then I've got B6.
Yeah, it's only got 2 jump. We'll use.
Yeah, there's only 2 jumpers.
2 jumpers for that.
Okay. Let me see. on 75 for 39.45, it should be A to 8. Okay.
A to 8.
8 to 8.
Yeah. Or A to 7, depending on exactly where you want it, depending on the conditions and everything.
You don't use the jumper on the bottom.
The jumper's open. It's gone.
Yeah, there's no jumper on the bottom. You're
there's
bypassing the jumper because you don't need it.
Right.
You take the C1 to C3 out.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and then it's A to 8.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. That's not right, Jeff.
It's got to be C3 to something.
No, C1 to B.
C1 to B. Right.
C1 to B and A to 8 or A to 7, whichever works for you on the conditions.
One of the
C1 to B is in Bravo, and A to Alpha to 8 or Alpha to 7.
I wonder if that's what I have mine set to right now. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay, C1 to B and then A to 8.
Correct. And all that A7 or A8 does is slide you a little bit, about 60 kc, a little bit of sliding, depending where you want to be.
Okay.
Yeah, mine seems to tune up better at 3.8 right now than 3.9.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's probably the counterbalance or whatever they call it.
The counterpoise.
Counterpoise, because it's kind of like just moving around everywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm quite frankly surprised, and I'm amazed that Jeff, when we put that antenna up on the fence, on the metal fence, I thought it would really detune the antenna, but it didn't.
It didn't really make that much difference.
Didn't make that much difference, and I mean,
once
totally
we figured out which
flabbergasted.
coax was the right coax, it really worked well. It took 3 of us to figure it out, but we.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a second. There's something wrong here.
What's wrong with this picture?
I got the wrong antenna. I copy. I don't know. Yeah.
Darn.
It's gotta be.
What's a microphone? Come on.
It's got to be that.
But no, it does work, and I was amazed that that fence didn't detune anything, and I was really surprised.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
It's kind of just a neutral object, just a parasite, I guess.
Yeah, and as long as you don't electrically connect to it, I guess.
Right, because you're not really grounded in any significant way.
Yeah, exactly. But the bands are getting a little better. Supposedly, we're into cycle 25 now, and they're starting to come up with a little higher solar flux index, and the A and the K are coming down. So 20 is kind of opening up at night a little bit.
This is the time of year where it normally opens up better, right?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm really
Usually
not sure.
It seems like the winter time is when it starts to open. But
yeah, summertime doesn't appear to be very good.
It's never very good, at least not usually. And there was rare circumstances where like 10 meters opens up.
Yeah,
but
I haven't even followed any of that openings on 10 and 6.
10, God, it was so great. I think it was 2014 when I first got on.
Yeah.
And I had the crummiest antenna. I could still talk to Japan. It was amazing.
This is Mike, Kilo 6, Bravo Uniform Whiskey. I'm working in net control this evening from the alternate EOC on the very informal 220 net. The announcements I have is at 10:15 tomorrow. Anybody that would like to do an Elvis impression, I'm all shook up. Get a hold of Mr. Steve, and he'll try to assign you a location next to your home QTH. It'll only be for an hour or so, and we'd appreciate the help. Anyway, I'll go back to the net.
All right.
N6 AGB, Joe.
Good evening, Mike. Joe, N6 AGB, Ukaipa. Mike.
Got you, Joe.
Thank you.
Check myself in. KB6CA, Jeff, are you listening?
Hi, Mike. This is Jeff, KB6CA. Here you fly by on the band repeater, and you're great on the SPARC 3.
I don't have the repeater on. I heard you on Zoom.
KB6CA, Jeff, are you out there?
He doesn't know.
Give him the news, Randy.
He replied on the banding repeater.
Thank you. introducing me to strange people and telling me they're people I know. I tell them, no, my mama told me not to talk to strangers. Thanks, they're Randy.
Yes, sir. That's this K6RJA.
Make it legal.
6 EMF, Gene. I don't know if you got 220 or not. Are you out there? KN6 EMT, Edie from East Hemet. Great signal, Edie. Great signal. Good to talk to you. AJ6LN, Steve.
Good evening, Mike, and thanks for giving us a plug for the shakeout.
I told them to give you a call. You can find them a place to play close to their home QTH.
Hey, just look out your windows, and that's all you got to do. Look at the rats coming up out of the sewers, the politicians invading, and so on.
Hinton with a half-eaten face? Okay, I got you. Sam is here. Pete, KJ6NRR. How about my old friend, the Vice President, KF6POG, John? Nothing from Peter, John.
Weird. Run earlier.
K6RJA, Randy.
Hokey smoke, Mike. I'm here, K6RJA. Back to net control.
Good to hear you, good to hear you. KM6RRS, Michael out of Sun Lakes.
KM6 RRS, Michael here. Thanks for running the 220.
Sam wants to know if you have your HF up yet, Michael.
No, I haven't gotten an HF yet. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it here in Sun Lakes and not get in trouble.
Talk to
I
Flip.
can help you with that, Michael. This is Mike, WA6UIJ.
Okay, well, I'll definitely want to talk to you about that. I don't have the radio yet, so I'm not ready for the antenna, but I would like to talk to you about that to see what you do.
Flip will sell you an antenna.
And then I'll tell you my situation here. Okay, back to the net, KM6RS.
Thanks, Michael. Ron is an early on 220. How about our old friend from East Hemet, KM6, SPY, Earl? Thanks for checking in, Earl. Sounding great. Get some rest. WA6UIJ, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for doing the net tonight. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, and around the corner from Michael. No further traffic. Back to net control.
Okay, we're going to go back up to Calamasa, KM6UWI, Ed.
I just made it out, Mike. The wife had to talk to me. KM6UWI, Ed, Calamasa, back to you.
You're breaking up, but Sam said he could hear you. Thanks, Ed. We got you. WA6, WFV, Tina, you're out there?
I'm here, WA6, WFV, this is Tina.
Tina sounds good.
Thanks, Tina.
Is that our Kenwood?
Nip only does 220. Scott didn't check in. Dave, ZJZ.
Hello, Michael. Thanks for doing the net. And this is Dave, KD6ZJZ. No traffic.
Okay, we got you, Dave. Thanks for checking in. Okay, do we have any later missed members from the SPARC Radio Club wishing to check into the 220 net?
Try B to 3. Baker 3.
MLS.
I should go see how mine's set.
Okay, Dwight, thanks for checking in. We got you.
It works really well.
On the long jump. On the long jumper.
Okay, now I'll go to our one visitor. KI6ADQ, Ed, out of Hemet.
You gave him the extended pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's not going to work like mine anyway.
No, that's right.
KI6ADQ, Ed, out of Hemet.
Although I still do have my extension it just never stays up when I put that on.
Really?
It falls
Why not?
over.
Nothing hurts.
It's not stable enough.
This concludes the
Like a little too
informal
much
220
wind or
net.
something.
You got to
And
put
you
a
guys
weight
have
on the
HF
bottom.
capabilities.
Yeah.
Hang around on your radios, and I'll be back at 7:30 to call that net. Anyway,
That's right, I could hook up a weight to the
you
very
guys
bottom.
keep your hands washed and your masks on. This is Mike, KK6BUW, and I'll be out.
You'll be on. Who's that? Relay?
Relay.
Go ahead, Randy.
Ed was in there, sir.
Yeah, go Chad.
Hey, thanks, Randy.
About
UWI?
K6RJA.
I heard him too. Okay. Getting ready for HF. Exciting. You got your radio working today, Flip?
Yeah, I'll come on in a second here, but I want to. Hey, Dave, tell Jeff I made a mistake. It's B is to 12. Hey, Jeff.
B to 12.
Yeah, B to 12.
That's 12. Okay.
Sorry.
You looked at the wrong chart?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Let me just, for the hell of it, just.
I reminded him that you had the extension.
No, that's not too bad. It's about a little over 2.
I can hear you tuning up. That worked really well for here.
Okay, B to 12.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not very far away.
Hey, Flip.
Yeah.
The one thing I have going for me in this garage is that it's all insulated and drywall.
Yeah, mine is too. It's insulated drywall, but it still gets hot in the summertime, man. It's crazy.
It's hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Hang on for a second.
We got you, Pete. John, I'm sorry. And I'll make sure you get checked in.
Post office guy finally came on.
And
this is K6RJA and 73. See you. We'll look for you on HF.
KF6POG, a little late for a late check-in.
No, he's having trouble hearing.
Can you copy me, John? This is K6RJA.
You're on the right.
Yes, I did this time. I spoke a moment ago, but I had my volume turned down.
Well, hokey smoke. I got you, and I'll make sure you get checked in. How's that?
You're a good man. I'll talk to Jeff and have him give you 100 points.
Oh, I don't know. That's not just job.
All right, John. Thanks for that.
Now you're making him treasurer too.
And this is K6RJA, and I'll be clear.
I'm turning it down. Oh, turning HF up.
Randy, are your points backed by the gold standard?
Don't let the secretary deal with points. That's the treasurer's job.
Oh, I got enough to deal with.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Mike.
made
Well, that sounded louder, Jeff, on this end. You're 30 over here.
Wow, never had that happen before.
What is it?
Perfect match.
Wow. Well, I don't know what's making that buzzing sound. Maybe that's from you guys.
Yeah, well, I'm retransmitting your signal because
no, it's from my.
I have my radio up.
All right, is that you tuning up, Jeff?
That was Jeff tuning up.
Yeah, it's me tuning up. Yeah.
What does it look like, Jeff?
SWR about 3.5.
No, that's too much. It should be either.
I'll be right back, guys.
It should be either A8 or A7. That's what it should be. C1 to B and A8 or A7 should be fine. What frequency at 3945?
Well, yeah, 3945. A8 is where I had about 5 over.
5 over?
Yeah.
Wow, something's changed. Something's not right.
We'll have to figure out its correct setting. It's got to be a way to tune it up. Maybe the fence is affecting it on the lower band.
No, we've had settings 1-to-1 before. It's not a problem. Yeah. Try. You sure you're on the right spot, Jeff?
Yeah, C1 to B, and then A to 8. You gave me B to.
B12 was the old one. Okay. Not B3. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
So did you use B12?
It's getting so confusing. I'm not sure what I was using. I've never had good luck on 3945.
I have. I can zero it right in on 3945.
I can too, but I end up taking a picture because it.
Well, what do you think I should try now?
Well, where are you at now, I guess?
I think it was A8. I'll have to go out and look. C1 to B.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other side of B went to 12?
Well, it was B to 12?
Yeah. In other words, B can have two connections.
That's where I was, B to 12. Yeah.
Okay. Try A7, C1 to B, and A to 7.
A to 7, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because it comes out right at 0, at 3945.
Yeah.
And all things are perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what's different. Yeah.
Mine goes all over the place. It never tunes up with your chart.
Well, it varies a little bit.
One or two off, yeah.
Yeah, it varies a little bit depending on the moisture in the air and the ground, how wet the ground is, and all that stuff.
My counterpoise works better on 40 than 80. I should probably make a bigger one.
Well, how long is your counterpoise? 17?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was 14 or something.
No, that's not going to work. You need 17 at least. That's the problem.
Well,
does he change the counterpoise when he switches to?
No, it stays at 17 all the time.
He's always having it at 17. Okay.
Yeah, everything's 17.
Because mine changes. Mine won't tune up on 20 unless I make it shorter.
Well, now you got on 20, you have to have the right jumpers, and it's
it won't tune up unless I have the right counterpoise. I don't know why. I have to change it to like 7 feet or something on each end.
Well, yeah, you can leave 17 for 80, 40, and 20. You can leave 17 feet without even touching them.
Yeah, see, I don't know why mine doesn't work well that way. I have to shorten it, or I don't get a good 20.
Well, yeah, but you only got 14 feet. If you had 17 feet, it would zero in. Yeah.
That might be true.
No, it's true.
So it'd be what would that be on each leg?
17 feet.
17 feet on each leg. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So
yeah.
20. So okay. So.
And I'll tell you what, Dave. If you go to Home Depot, they sell the rolls of 14. They're exactly 17 feet.
Is that right?
Yeah.
14. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's not solid though, right?
No, it's stranded, but it works.
Yeah. Using what do they call house wiring or something?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 4.5 over.
Something's wrong. Something changed. What the heck's going on?
I have.
You're on the right antenna?
Yeah, are you on the right antenna?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be getting anything.
Well, not true. If it's going through your impedance matcher, you might get something,
Yeah, I'm on the antenna too.
Okay, well, something's not right because it works fine here,
Oh. Well, give me an early on 3945.
All right. Oops.
Beaumont and surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after regular roll call. Now for the announcements. The one announcement is a great shakeout is tomorrow. It'll be at 10:15. Anyone wishing to take part, get in touch with Steve and he'll set you up close to your house. For information on times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. After regular roll call. If there are any stations with additional announcements, please come now. Please stand by for the 75-meter roll call. If net control doesn't respond to a reply, a relay is appreciated. N6, AGB, Joe. check myself in on Mike. KB6CA, Jeff.
Jeff needs an early his radio's on the fence. KB6 on Jezzo.
He just bought that fancy antenna from Flip and his radio's on the flips? What kind of thing is that?
He's interfering with his radio. KB6 on Jezzo.
KN6 EMT Edie. Another here from Edie. Joe wasn't early all the way across. Ken wasn't early. AJ6LN, Steve.
Good evening, Mike, and the rest of the net. This is Steve, AJ6LN.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blueberry. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Got it.
Whoa.
I'll check Sam in. He's right here next to me. KJ6NRR, Pete.
Hey, hiya, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. I have no traffic, so back to you.
Thanks, Pete. How about Mr. Sam's backup, KF6POG, John?
I needed a check-in for John. He was late on 220, K6RJA.
Does he have HF?
He said he was going to be here.
He's here. He's just late again. KF6POG.
Boy, you better watch it. Those postal inspectors will wonder what you're doing. They'll be thinking you're ditching votes or something.
I'll just tell Trump on them and they'll leave me alone.
Make the post office great again. Yay! K6RJA, Randy.
Oh, this is K6RJA, and no traffic. Back to net control.
Thanks, Randy. KG6SOI, Ron.
Hey, good evening, Mike and Nanette. This is Ron, KG6SOI. No traffic.
Thanks for checking in, Ron. How about our good friend Earl, KM6SPY? Do you have a relay on Earl for me there, Randy?
He was there.
He was there.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
I heard him.
WA6UIJ, Mike.
Good evening, Mike. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. We have no traffic, so back to net control.
Thanks for checking in, Mike. We got you. Mr. Councilman, KM6UWI.
Good evening, Mike, and the rest of the group. The band sounds really good for me. KM6UWI. Back to net control.
You sound far out, but we got you. Thanks for checking in.
He was pretty weak.
The Queen of Sun Lakes, WA6, WFB, Tina.
This is Tina, WA6, WFB.
Worked.
Thanks for checking in, Tina. No Flip and no Scott. How about KD6, ZJZ?
Hey, Donnie might try to call Flip anyway. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, no traffic.
You got a nice strong signal, Dave. Real good, real good. Thanks for checking in. Do I have any missed or late members from the SPARC Radio Club for the HF Net? Please come now with your call.
I guess we don't get Flip today.
Relay.
Go ahead, Relay.
George was in there.
Oh, I didn't hear George.
You said the voice of the San Antonio Pass?
We're talking about the voice of the San Gorgonio Pass, W6GRH.
San Antonio Pass?
Oh, you mean Mr. 5050? Oh, yeah, I got him.
5050.
Or should we call him Shifty 50?
Yeah, he's beyond the nifty 50s. Anyway, is that the only one you got, Randy?
That's the only one I heard, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now to our visitors, Ed, KI6, AD2.
Sorry.
Ed was in there.
I think you heard him. I heard him. He was weak.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Well, they say you're there. This completes the 75-meter roll call. Are there any visitors who'd like to check into the net? Please come now.
How about K6WM?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't like it. I didn't thought you just like to do 2-meter.
Well, normally I do, but I'm just trying to get Jeff working on HF tonight. So, how's the signal anyway, Mike?
Oh, you readjusted your fancy antenna. That's good. If only can fix Jeff's radio. I heard that's what they said. He's got a radio problem. Okay, thanks for checking in, Flip.
Okay, 7-3s, everybody, and we'll catch you later. K6WM, back to net.
That's being very general.
Does anyone have any further traffic? The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club normally meets at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of each month at the Beaumont City Hall, Room 2. Due to the COVID, we've been meeting on Zoom at about 6:30.
I moved it to B6, and I'm just, it's not bad. I'm a little over 1.5. But now I've got no volume on my radio, so I don't know what I did.
Okay, I just put my antenna on C1 to B and A to 8, and at 3938 I got 1.1 to 1, and at 3940 I got 1.1 to 1, and at 3950 I got 1.1 to 1. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So
I got to get my radio working. I got no volume. God damn it!
Maybe it's your DM. Your
Every time
voice.
I start fooling around with this damn thing, God damn it! Sometimes I want to take this shit and just throw it out in the middle of the street.
Hey, Jeff, could you elaborate how well you like your radio?
God damn.
I know, it's maddening. It's maddening.
No volume. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Sure it's not on the headset or something?
No, the headset is disconnected. I had, God damn it.
Hey, Jeff, I'm playing golf in the morning, but I'll be done by about noon. How about if I come over in the afternoon about 1 o'clock tomorrow and we got to walk through it on 75?
Well, let me think about it. Right now, I just want to get my radio working.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah, God damn it, why does this happen?
And I was just running 90 watts there, and it comes through really nice.
You sounded fine.
Yeah, didn't even have the amp on.
Of course, I'm so close, it's ridiculous. So.
Yeah, I know. It's not a fair test.
You're just like Mike. You're
Now I
30
got
over.
it. You know what I did? I didn't have my clear speech on.
Yeah, it's clear speech turned off.
But it's...
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm out of here. Everybody have a great day.
Okay.
Great evening, what's left of it.
Take care, Randy. I guess this thing's over, huh?
Yeah, until next time.
So, Flip, what were you running again on your 3945?
Yeah, I was running, on mine, I was running C1 to B.
Okay.
And A to 8 or A to 7, either one.
Okay, that doesn't work for me, but what I did here, let me put the...
Are you on 40 watts in tuning? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, here.
Oop. I hear somebody tuning.
That's me.
That was only 10 over.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm
Oh, you're putting out 5 watts or something.
I'm 1.2.
That's about right. What are you on, A8?
No, let's see. I went to B6.
Oh, that's not good. No, go to A8 or A7 now. What do you?
A7 is terrible. A8 and A7 were awful.
Okay, well, it used to be B12, so maybe it's moved enough. B6 may work. Try B7, or B5, whatever.
Okay, just to get it flatter, you mean?
Yeah, just to get it flatter. You can run
or
with
you
that.
can, the other thing you can do is try tuning your radio up 100 kc.
There you go.
And see if it's better or worse.
That's
and
exactly
then go down
100
kc, see if it's better or worse.
Yeah.
And
that's
that way
exactly
you can narrow it down that way. And if you're high or low, you just move it up or down on the.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very good, Dave. You got this down pat.
That's the way I do it. Although I usually use my antenna tuner.
That's the way you should do it, though. That's
analyzer. I usually use my antenna analyzer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that put me close, so I can next time I can get it down there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Jeff, are you going to the? Are you going to do the testing session? No.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go together, huh?
Sure, I'll pick you up.
Okay, cool. Then I'll go too. I keep up my my testing.
Yeah. Is that this Saturday?
No, I don't think so. I think it's next Saturday.
Okay.
It's the 24th. Yeah, it's a week from Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys.
I just don't think my car will be running, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm out of here. Jeff, if you need any help, give me a buzz. I'm available tomorrow afternoon. But if you need something, but we shouldn't zero that in so that it works right.
And I'll be around too if you want somebody to test with or whatever.
Okay. All right. See you guys later. I'm out of here.
See you guys later. Take care. 7-3. Closing this thing down. 7-3, everybody.